Hey everyone, so this video is going to be a review video as well, and it's going to be on the Mercier Undercover Pot-2, and it just looks like this. It's the concealer pot basically, and it's very cute packaging, I think. There's a mirror that comes with it, and two different kinds of concealer. There's the beigey kind of concealer, yellow beigey kind of concealer, and the salmon color concealer, which you can probably tell the texture of from there. I think the light's still a bit washed out, so it's a bit darker than it's appearing now. And then on the bottom we have the powder to set the concealer with, and it's just a light white yellow translucent powder, I think. It's really good packaging, really nifty actually. But of course, for some people that prefer not to set their concealer with powder, or they want to skip that step, then I do not recommend getting it in this form, because it's just extra bulk to your concealer, and you don't really need the product at the bottom. But I bought this, I bought this back in September/October, but I haven't really used much of it. I do not, on a daily basis, tend to conceal my under eye circles. Just because I wear glasses, I kind of can get away with not like leaving that step of my beauty routine out. So for days when I really do need the coverage, or days when I really want to look very flawless, or I have some extra time, I will go and conceal my dark eye circles. But if not, then probably I don't do it. Anyway, I really like this product. I use the salmon concealer, of course, under my eye, and some people actually layer both these concealers. First they use the salmon one, and then they layer the natural beigey looking one on top of the salmon color, so that doesn't look too stark a contrast to your normal skin tone. But I don't find this step necessary, so I do not do that. I just apply the salmon concealer most of the times, and then just put the rest of my powder on and stuff. But for those of you that want to look extra flawless, you can do that. You can put the salmon concealer on, the natural beigey one, and then layer then set it with powder. But normally I would just take the salmon concealer one, or sometimes, or recently actually, I have been using the powder. I only recently just opened the powder at the bottom, I think probably a week back, and I absolutely love the powder. It's very finely milled and very undetectable to the human eye. And the brush that I use the powder with is this one, and it's just a normal fluffy round fluffy brush. It's a blending brush, so it's a fluffy blending brush, and this is the Sigma SS224, but it's got a different name now. I think Max 224 as well would work really great, or the 222. I think they have one similar to this but smaller. This one works really well because it just gets under the, just fits perfectly under your eye. And the salmon concealer, is actually very creamy in texture, whereas the natural beigey one is much more harder and denser and drier in texture. I can show you the textures of both these concealers. So it's kind of hard to see because my camera is not very good, but hope you can detect, like, it looks like a foundation, sort of like a cream foundation kind of texture. And I'll just swatch the beigey one over here, and you see that comes out less, it comes out slightly more chalky looking, so you can tell that the texture is much drier than that creamy looking one. That's sort of like a creamy salmon concealer, and this is more of a paste kind of concealer. And I actually use the natural beigey looking one on my spots, because I feel that with this paste sort of consistency, I think that it sticks more to your spots. So it's not going to you're not going to blend the concealer away, or it's not going to run away, like run away. It's not going to like come off as easily. So I find it a really good consistency for concealing spots. Maybe not like really really pinky looking or colored spots, but for those like blemishes, like bumps, it's great for concealing those because it gives just the right amount of color to conceal those blemishes that you have. And I can't remember what the price was, but it was pretty expensive for this little pot. But I assume that yeah, I assume that it's going to last for quite a long time because you don't need that much at all. I've been using it since October maybe, or November latest last year, and I barely dug into it. So yeah, I highly recommend this. Actually, if you do have enough to invest in a really good eye concealer, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this product as much as I did. So having said that, I look forward to talking to you all soon. Bye! So this is just how I apply the under eye concealer from the Laura Mercier Undercover Pot number 2. Just take off my glasses first. And we're going to be using the salmon colored concealer on the right. Just underneath the eyes.